perspective, the biggest thing that is likely going to happen is that, there's a lot of convenience that people derive. People live in the digital world as much as they live in the physical world. So in other words, I've actually noticed that I've been spending more and more time, on the internet. I read my news on the internet. I actually get all my information on the internet. I consume, in fact, more content than I've ever done in my whole life, okay? On a daily basis, correct? Because, you continuously keep on reading and actually having access to all this different, content across the web, if you will, correct? So you're always actually, spending more and more time, which you notice, in the digital world. Either it's an email, whether it's actually on the web reading content, whether it's actually interacting with friends, compared to the physical world at the time that you spend, which is very interesting. So in that framework, there's a lot of convenience that people get. People consume all that content on the web, and majority of the times, companies and even as a matter of fact, brands need to be where consumers are, correct? And if consumers are migrating the web, then I think that's one trend that we've noticed which is going to continue on. It stands the test of time, correct? The second thing that actually ends up happening in this framework is that, if you look at how devices operate, how I operate with the devices, that keeps on changing because it actually prompts me to do things, correct, based on my habits, my behavior, that in a physical world you need a personal assistant to do, correct? So with all this machine learning, with artificial intelligence, with things that are around you, that you get prompted to actually, they actually almost give you information as opposed to you soliciting them, which is going to continue on, which is fantastic because then you get addicted to that. It's almost impossible to leave because you actually get to know things before you've asked for it, okay? And then you should see that in some shape or form today. It's going to continue even more further as you go through, which is why big data, big analytics, say for example, user habits, user behavior, those things become very relevant in time. And so in my opinion, I think it's very important. It is one of those things which is going to continuously drive the economy, of a country, a populous country like India in the future. And I also believe that with more and more connectivity, with ease of access, with affordable devices, with things that people actually want to do and work on, I think it will continue going that trend. And with more people spending time, businesses, say for example, even governments, many others, they'll be able to go back and adapt this to be able to reach out to their audiences.